Well, folks, it's official. Invincible Season 4 is just around the corner. And you all know what that means. It is time to once again head to Burger Mart and have a little sit down with Invincible and one of his friends. This long-running tradition of Mark meeting other characters from the show in Burger Mart and talking about the show and like what's to come and just having a little chat and sit down, as well as like getting in on some of the community memes, has become such a awesome tradition of the Invincible seasons. I love it. Every time they come out, they just get better and better. So today we're going to be watching the Invincible Season 4 teaser, reading some of the comments, and just sort of generally talking about what we can hope for the 4th season. Now, before we begin, I will admit I have watched it, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't help but wait. I wanted to watch it. It was right before I was going to bed, and like I saw it and I was like, I have to watch this. Just don't scorn me, please. But without any further delay, let's watch this teaser. I'm really excited for you all to see this. Yeesh, Burger Mart's not looking too good.
Please
Don't
tell me you're not gonna eat that.
Huh?
Yeah, we have Eve this time.
Of course not. I'm just taking in the ambiance.
Ambiance?
Ambiance.
Yeah. I love this place.
Said no one ever.
How dare you?
Why are we here, Mark?
Okay, 2 reasons. 1, it's the place where I tell everyone when I'm gonna be back in action, right?
Yeah, it's a tradition.
And 2, because I'm starving, since I just like single-handedly saved the Earth twice.
Yeah, single-handedly, Mark.
Hey, don't.
Can you believe people used to complain that I could never win a fight?
What?
You know?
I really don't.
My friends.
What was that?
His
My
fans.
fans.
Your what?
My fans.
Us.
Okay?
What fans?
But they sure don't say that anymore, because first, I sent all those other me's packing. Get out of here, you handsome guys, I said.
You
And then when
handsome
they
guys.
leave,
It
I
is
feel
still
like
you, Mark.
Muscly buns right off my planet.
I'm pretty sure everyone else did that. There were like 30 of us out there.
And then
It's true.
I beat up Angstrom. Find a dimension where you're not a loser. I
He
said.
escaped.
That doesn't
He got away, though.
I really don't think you said that.
And then, this is the big one. This guy, I'm pointing at me, this guy kicked Conquest's ass.
Yeah, he
Remember that?
did, but
Boom.
good thing he didn't eat that, Mark.
Did you? I mean, did you?
Yeah. I mean, also turns out he was just very lonely. That was like, that like factored in a little.
Yeah, it's true. He was a lonely
How
Viltrumite.
that happened.
You don't fight with your skin, Eve. Come on.
Well, while you've been busy taking all the credit, some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
Busy doing what?
Well, busy writing, designing.
Yeah, that's Mark's thing.
Voice acting,
Stop, no, stop, cut,
posing.
cut. That's my thing. Only I get to handle it.
Like you handled Conquest.
He was very strong for an old man.
Okay then, finish it off.
Finish off what?
Whatever this is that we're doing. This is my first time. I can't believe you let Alan and Cecil do this before me.
Right.
Oof,
okay,
that's an oof. That is an oof.
Do the card. Now. Do the card now.
No, Mark. There it is.
Is it supposed to be blank?
This kind of stuff, it's not really... Eve, can you... Maybe you could...
You're
like,
so lucky we're dating now.
Ooh, ouch.
could you make me a new burger too, please? Extra cheese with the pickles.
Oh, come on,
One
Mark.
pickle.
You know, that Mohawk version of you is looking better and better.
Wow.
Oof.
Check out the date. It's
Yeah,
so
there it
soon.
is.
Get
There it
those
is.
Where season 5 William memes ready. Or don't, actually. I
Yeah,
mean,
don't do those. Don't do those.
Seriously, though.
There it is. There you have it. Invincible Season 4, March of 2026. I was laughing my ass off when they did the whole Mark can't win a fight meme when I first watched this. I was dying. Also, Eve stealing Mark's thunder and doing the whole writing, scripting, storyboarding, voice acting, comping the whole thing, like stealing Mark's thunder entirely. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. These get better every year. But yeah, March of 2026. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, season 2, well, the first half of season 2 also came out in March. Let me fact check that real quick. Okay, my bad. It was the second half that released in March, but still released in March. So it seems like the Invincible seasons alternate between releasing toward the end of the year, like in Q4 and Q1. Either way, I'm really excited. And before we talk about some of the stuff that we can hope to look forward to, I want to analyze the trailer just a little bit. First of all, Mark appears to be wearing like some prosthesis from Rudy. Those are his things. So I'm imagining those are like medical prosthesis after Mark got like all of his arms broken, I'm guessing. And of course he's wearing his black and blue suit that he wore in season 3. But yeah, what's up with the robot literal robot arms. Like I can call them that, literal robot arms. I'm guessing it's like a medical thing, but maybe we'll get an explanation in the season, maybe? Also, we got a little look at the script here. We can see exit space, Earth from orbit, slowly turning for a few beats. Pieces of broken metal drift past in the foreground, sparking circuit boards, bits of thick steel armor, a claw with a razor sharp, oh boy. It's the remains of a large interstellar monster defeated, holes torn in metallic body, few drops of frozen blood lead us to Mark floating in the middle of the debris, costume torn up. Oh boy, is this the opening of the first episode? Mark's got metallic casts on his broken leg, arm, and all still healing from his fight with Conquest. Aha, so it was that. Cool, I just had my own question answered. He's not dead, is he? No, Conquest is not quite dead. Well, he's dead, but he's not going to be dead once Cecil's had his way with him. That came out wrong. Also, we gotta look at Thrag's default costume. Here we go. As the first time I watched the trailer, I noticed that, well, I didn't notice, but I thought it was just Omni-Man, because like mustache, red Viltrumite, yeah, like you got it. You can understand mistaking that for Omni-Man when you're not really paying attention when you're half asleep. But we gotta look at Thrag here. Looking pretty Viltrumite. Not really too many huge notes about it. I mean, status final. Oh, this is the final sleep for him. I'm sure it'll look better with like lighting and stuff. But yeah, it looks like a pretty good design. I mean, I've seen a few panels of him from the comics, so I know what he's supposed to look like. And yeah, this looks pretty good. Decent design. And yeah, we can be expecting to see some of the stuff here in the teaser, also in the show. So we have that to look forward to. Now let's get to one of my favorite parts of these teaser trailers, the comments. He was very strong for an old man. That's how Viltrumites work, Mark. Look, it's not that Mark can't win a fight. He's stronger than 98% of the people in his universe. He's just lucky enough to run into the 2% a lot. And yeah, the reference to Mark never winning a fight is pretty crazy. It is, but it shows that they care. It shows that the staff and the voice actors and everybody behind the show care about the community memes and the running jokes and sentiments in the community. And I really like that. That's one of the things I really like about these teasers. Not only does it show that, you know, the comedy aspect of Invincible is still always on point, but it shows that they are genuinely invested and interested in what's going on in their community and what kind of memes are circulating the rounds. Teaser trailer? Nah. Mark glazing himself? Bro really said, get the Where's Season 5 William memes ready. I love this team, man. Yeah, so do I. I love the Invincible team. The fact that this diner is a running joke for the teaser trailers is beyond hilarious. Yeah, it's perfect. It's like the perfect place to do them. I think it's like one of my favorite running gag / locations for teaser trailers. Like, there's just no other like set of teaser trailers for anything like them. Also, it turns out he was just very lonely. I love the way they address all the memes in the show. Yeah, yep, couldn't have said it better myself. The fact that the writers and fans have this ongoing war with each other is amazing. It's not really a war. It's more like the writers do something and then the community makes a meme out of it and then the writers are like, ah, you got us. And it all started because the fans refused to accept that Amber is the best character in the show as some mate. Can't wait to watch Mark get ragdolled for another 8 episodes. It's like Superman and Batman talking in the cafe. Yes, this is, I remember briefly seeing this comment. I was like, oh my God, I have to talk about this. So there's this YouTube channel / show on YouTube called How It Should Have Ended. It's super iconic. It's a really iconic animated series. And basically at the end of each episode, like, you know, it's like how this movie should have ended, how this show should have ended, whatever. And at the end of each of it, there's a Batman and Superman talking in a cafe. Here, let me pull up an example. Like right here, their latest video, how Superman should have ended 2025. And we have Batman and Superman just sitting in the cafe talking about what's going on. This is how they end almost every episode of How It Should Have Ended. And the teaser trailers for Invincible definitely remind me of that quite a lot. I want to see Mark in the superhero cafe sometime. Well, that would actually be really funny if Hishy did like a little like nod or just inclusion of Mark sitting with Superman and Batman in the cafe. That would be pretty cool. Thrag's hairline looking crispy. Yeah, where's season 5 of... coming out? I've been waiting for ages, William. Well, not wrong. We technically have been waiting for season 5 for ages because all the other seasons haven't been out yet. As sad as I am, I think the animators need more time. I think the animators could do with like a little bit of extra time to make the animation like a little bit more lively in some areas. I've never had to like I understand why people complain about the animation in the sense of like it could be so much better. And like, yeah, I get that. And maybe like I think to the standard people want it to be at, or the standard people think it should be at, I think it's just like maybe a tiny bit unrealistic in some areas, not in all areas. I'm definitely on that train a little bit. I think if the animators had like an extra 6 months to a year to get the seasons out, they would probably, like, the animation would generally, like, maybe not improve overall, but definitely feel more lively in a lot of areas. But I think it's mostly a result of the fact that the seasons kind of come out like every year or so, and I don't think the fans would want to wait. Well, I think a lot of fans wouldn't want to wait like 2 years for a season to come out, because then we'd still be on what? We'd still be waiting for season 3 right now. So like, I'm willing to compromise like super duper high quality animation for okay and acceptable animation to get the show out decently, because it's not like the animation is flat out bad. Anyways, I'm gonna stop there before I dig myself a trench. You can't just drop Thrag like that. I almost had a heart attack. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was already confirmed for season 4 in a community post by the Invincible YouTube channel. God, I cannot wait to talk about the memes that they post again. It's gonna be glorious. The team behind Invincible is so peaked. Despite not getting funds in time, they still work so diligently after that first long period of time between season 1 and 2. Having yearly releases is insane work. The animation this season might be even better than before. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it will end up being better. You never know. Maybe they got more budget, so maybe they were able to hire more animators. You never know. Invincible is a really freaking successful show on Amazon Prime, and I think Amazon should probably invest some more stuff into it. I can't wait to learn that Cecil's new ringtone is specifically Mark shouting that he needs him. Imagine just every time Cecil gets a call or a notification, Cecil! Yeah, that Mohawk version of you is looking better and better. Oh, the disrespect. Yeah, that was a big oof. I love how Mark cuts off Eve like Cecil does. Yeah, now the what's the saying? Now the claw's on the other foot. Is that the saying? Now the claw is on the other foot, and Mark is the one interrupting the person doing the writing, scripting, animation bit. Now it's Mark's turn to be the interrupter. Love poor Eve having to tell Mark not to eat the rotten burger with the same tone you tell your dog not to jump up on the table. Yeah, that was really good. I liked that a lot. Here's a nice comment. This one's like pretty nice. Thank you to all the animators, VAs, sound directors, artists, directors, and everyone who's played a part in this awesome show. Also, Prime Video, please let everyone have as much budget and time as necessary to bring the very best out of this show without burning anyone out. Thank you all again. That's just a very nice comment. But I think that's enough comment reading. Let's talk a little bit about what we might be able to expect and what we all want to see from season 4. And we'll get the elephant out of the room right now. If the animation's better, great. If it's not, I don't care. If it's on the same standard as season 3, I won't be mad. And now the second elephant, Thrag. If I remember my comic knowledge correctly, he's like the king of the Viltrumites, or like at least their like supreme leader or whatever. All I know is that he's a major influence on the story, and well, I hope a villain this like big and game-changing is in fact as big and game-changing as he's chalked up to be, because you gotta do your big villains justice, like how they did Conquest. Conquest was phenomenal in the season 3 finale. So however they do Thrag, however they introduce him, or honestly, I think the introduction might be one of the single most important parts. His introduction better be top tier, like on the same level or better than Conquest. I know I was asking and hoping for a lot, but for a villain this important, I think it's pretty earned. Also, another thing that we had at the end of season 3 was Battle Beast floating out in the middle of space, so we can see where that goes in season 4. I'm really hoping we get a follow-up and decent, more Battle Beast in general. he's a great character. He's always fun to have on screen. There's very few things in season 3 that I enjoyed more than Alan's like sarcastic, like, this guy level vibe when he and Battle Beast were breaking out of the Viltrumite prison. Because every time Battle Beast would go on some big, like, stoic rant about death and fighting, he'd be like, this is my friend, he's a fan, he's been really waiting to meet you guys. And more Alan the alien in general. Looking forward to seeing more Alan. Looking forward to see how Cecil and Mark's relationship either diverge even more, or maybe come to a parallel, not converge like, oh, we're partners again, because I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But maybe get to like a mutual parallel where they walk similar paths, but not exactly the same. Also, apparently, according to one of my comic insiders, Mark does change his costume back to the original at some point. I don't know if we'll see that in this season, but maybe. And overall, generally, just what I'm looking forward to in the next season is more fights and more deepening of the story and progression of the story and seeing how all the characters react to it. And it's always a good time hearing from my comic insiders, seeing how the story might differ a little bit from the comics. I've been told like some of the arcs are like relatively comic accurate, but other things are like a little bit less so. Like just as a small example, Conquest Loneliness speech, like that wasn't in the comics, but it definitely enhanced his characters and sort of made him feel distinct from the comic version. And overall, like, I'm just excited to see like the differences between the comics and the show, and which one my comic insiders think is better and which one they think is worse. It's always a pleasure to hear their insight. If you haven't watched Invincible or haven't seen it, and this is like somehow your first exposure to the existence of this show, go watch it. But obviously, most people, I think, here on this channel are Invincible fans and are all well acquainted with the lore and story in the show, so I'm not gonna bother giving any spoiler warnings. So if you get spoiled when I start releasing videos about it, that's your own fault. But if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the like and sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see me talk about all of Invincible Season 4, as well as do some more like out of context videos and some like analyses here and there, be sure to hit the like and sub button, because I'd love to have you around when the next season comes out. Also, be sure to check out my reviews on Seasons 2 and 3. I'm very proud of my Season 3 reviews. The Season 2 reviews were like a long time ago when I was still sort of getting my footing as how I wanted to do reviewers, so I'm not as proud of them, but if you want to watch them all, you'll definitely see the quality of the videos steadily increase, so that's a good thing. And if you really like the way we do things around here and you want to show me a little bit of extra support, definitely consider becoming a channel member. Not only do you get access to a whole bunch of exclusive rewards, but you also directly support me in the process and help keep this channel running. But that is going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, have a good day, everyone.